Hello children, here we are studying polynomials. We have already studied about polynomials in standard 9, the definition etc. or the classification. What are polynomials? Polynomials are algebraic expressions, but there is a condition. First we should understand algebraic expressions are either single algebraic terms or many algebraic terms connected with each other through positive and negative signs, that is plus and minus signs. Second, if an algebraic expression is a polynomial, then the power of the variable in each term should be a non-negative integer. So those are what are polynomials. Once again, if we define polynomials, then what are polynomials? Polynomials are those algebraic expression in which power of the variables present in each of the terms is a non-negative integer. That means 3x square plus 4x plus 5 is a polynomial because each term has the power of x as a non-negative integer. But 3 by x square plus 5 is not a polynomial. Why? Because 3 by x square means x when will come to the numerator, x square when will come to the numerator, it will become 3x to the power negative 2. That means the power of the variable in one of the term is negative, so it is not a polynomial. That is what is there in the example. Now we move on to the classification of polynomials also we did in standard 9. Like if the degree of a polynomial is 1, then it is a linear polynomial, and if there are two terms, it is a linear binomial. Then here x square minus 9x plus 20, here the degree is 2, so it is a quadratic polynomial, and since there are three terms, it is a quadratic trinomial. If there was two term, then it would have been quadratic binomial. Alright, it would have been quadratic binomial. Then we have got a cubic tetranomial. So that is the first thing we have already classified. Now our next attempt should be to understand the meaning of 0. The meaning of 0 of a polynomial is that value of the variable which when kept in place of the variable in the polynomial, then the whole polynomial becomes 0. That means the 0 of this will be that value of x which when placed over here, it will make the whole 2x minus 10 value as 0. So by inspection we know if I put 2x as 5, 2 5s are 10, plus 10 and minus 10 is 0. So its 0 is 5. So there is a method, there must be a method to find out 0, isn't it? So very simple. What we are searching? We are searching a value of x such that this px becomes 0. So I place 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 10. So x is equal to 10 by 2, that is 5. Also remember, there is only one 0 of a linear polynomial. Maximum 1 0 linear polynomial will have. Alright. Then we move to the second one. So the second one is, let us see, we have got some board space over here. So what will happen? Gx should be equal to 0. We have to get that value of x. So what we do, instead of gx, now I write x square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. We factorize. So the factorization is by splitting the middle term. X square minus 5x minus 4x plus 20 is equal to 0. So x square minus 5x minus 4x plus 20 is equal to 0. So we take x common, so x minus 5, and we take minus 4 common, then x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now x minus 5, x minus 4 is equal to 0. So either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. See, we are using a principle of mathematics that the product of if two numbers are 0, then one of them has to be 0 or both of them. So if I put either x minus 5 is equal to 0, this means x is equal to 0, or x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 4 is equal to 0, this means x is equal to 4. So this is a very important thing to understand, that in this x minus 5 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 5. So this is very important thing to understand, that here we are having two zeros, 5 and 4 for this quadratic polynomial. So two zeros over here, 5 and 4. Remember, a quadratic polynomial will have maximum two zeros. It can have only one zero, or it can have no real zeros. So now we move on to the next part, that is the cubic polynomial we have to factorize. We'll use something to clean this. So we are cleaning this now. So let us see. Now what happens? Have a look. Mx should be equal to 0. Mx should be equal to 0. So x cube minus 2x square plus minus x plus 2. So I factorize. Mx is this thing, but it should be equal to 0. So that means x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. You take x square common, so this will be x minus 2. You take minus common, then x minus 2. Now x minus 2 and x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So this means either x minus 2 is equal to 0, this implies that x is equal to 2, or x square minus 1 is equal to 0, this implies that x square minus 1 square is equal to 0. So either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we have got either x is equal to 1. If I take this as 0, x will be equal to 1. If I take x plus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 1. So there are three roots for this: 2, 1 and minus 1. Let us very quickly examine the meaning of 0, but before that, remember, a cubic polynomial may have maximum 3 zeros. Alright. Now a few more important things you have to understand through these sums. Number one is what is the meaning of 0? See, you place 5 over there, then this becomes 0. 2 5s are 10, plus 10 and minus 10, 0. You place 5 over here. 5 square is how much? 25. 9 5s are 45, and this is 20. So 25 plus 20 is 45, minus 45 is 0. Or if I say 4 square is 16, 9 4s are 36, and there is 20 over here. So 20 plus 16 is 36, and minus 9 into 4, 36. So that is 0. So the meaning of 0 is that value of the variable which when kept in the polynomial will make the whole value of the polynomial as 0. Even here also it is true for say for example 1. So 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2. So 1 minus 2 and minus 1 is minus 3, and plus 2 and plus 1 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So these are the important things we have to understand. Also understand that every polynomial has got a general representation. Every polynomial has got a general representation. That is very important. Every polynomial has a general representation. For example, a linear polynomial for x has a representation as ax plus b is ax plus b. So here what is the value of a in the first example? 2x minus 10, a will be 2. And what will be the value of b? b will be minus 10. So that means for 2x minus 10, if we equate the coefficient, we will understand what I am telling. A is the coefficient and it should be a number, a rational number, and b also should be a rational number. So it's okay. A is 2 and b is minus 10. So this is the general representation of a linear polynomial. So next general representation is gx, say for example. So this is A, I name it, this is B for quadratic polynomial, and it is written in its standard form. That means the degree of the polynomial keeps on decreasing, 2, 1 and then the constant. So x square minus 9x plus 20 is gx. So A is 1, B is minus 9 and C is 20. If nothing is there, then A is 1. Then C, what do we have? mx is equal to x cube minus 2x square. So mx, so that is a cubic polynomial. So general formula for cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So I write mx below this. So it is how much? X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. So A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 2, C is equal to nothing is there means minus 1, and D is equal to 2. So children, there is a purpose for me telling you all this. Let us go stepwise in polynomials. First we have understood what is the classification of polynomial in the first video. That was a recall of standard 9. In the second video, what did we do? We try to understand two things. How to take out zeros. Zero can be taken out by simple factorization method for quadratic and cubic. And for linear, it is just put the polynomial equal to 0 and get the value of the variable. Second, the general form of polynomial. The general form of a linear polynomial is x plus b plus is equal to 0. Number 2, the general form of a cubic polynomial is of a quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And for a cubic polynomial, it is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Sometimes I say, but that becomes just the polynomial becomes an equation. That's only the difference between an equation and a normal polynomial. When we say, when we are talking about polynomial, we don't say it is equal to 0, then it is an expression. When we say ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we can use the term equation. And a, b and c in quadratic are coefficient of x square, coefficient of x and constant. In cubic, a is coefficient of x cube, b is coefficient of x square, c is coefficient of x and d is constant. In linear polynomial, a is the coefficient of x and b is the constant. All right, thank you.